welcome. Michael Hass with Allstate Insurance here. We're with Andrew Newman from Newman Restoration, and we wanted to get together and just kind of talk about everything that's going on with this hailstorm. And a lot of times the claim doesn't go, I guess, as smooth as possible with the adjuster coming out and saying, hey, this is what the damage is, and your pricing is exactly where our pricing is. Materials fall into this. There's so many things that fall into this. So we wanted to come and just kind of have us talk and see how we can work together to make sure that this goes really smooth for you, the claimant and the owner of your house and all that. So Andrew, we were just kind of talking before we came on here, and it was a deal where a lot of times you're getting together with the homeowner, and the homeowner is trusting you to take care of everything. And sometimes you were kind of saying that they don't always want you to take care of the whole project. Why should they come to you to kind of take care of the whole project on everything?
Well, I think first off, the homeowner, kind of feels, helpless in the situation. They're not sure where to turn. So, picking up the phone and trying to find, somebody that specializes in gutters and roofing and siding, and then on the interior side, drywall, painting, tape texture, carpet, that kind of stuff. Them making those phone calls makes them feel like that they're getting somewhere, to get back to that pre-loss condition. But then what they quickly realize is, hey, there's a lot that goes into this. There's a lot that we don't know about, managing a project of that magnitude. So when we can sit them down at the table and they've already started making those phone calls and saw those frustrations, that, we can tell them, hey, we can work directly with your, insurance agent, your insurance company. We can manage the project for you. We know the local contractors to work with, contractors to stay away from. We can work directly with the insurance company on, cost differences with, paper documentation, photos, and then having somebody that specializes, in the claim, in contracting. Not the field adjuster might come through and miss some things. They see things and sometimes they miss things, and getting another set of professional eyes on the project, we can help, catch items that might have been missed, bring them up to the insurance company and work together as a team to, get back to that pre-loss condition.
Well, and one of the things I want to kind of bring up is we work together with contractors all the time. And I feel that that's a great way to do it, because the homeowner doesn't need to be the middle person on the whole thing, because that's not their expertise. So if you get the two experts together on everything, it usually makes it go really smooth. And an insurance company, we have people that get really upset with us because they feel that we're lowballing them, we're not giving the right things. But with the number of materials out there, there's no way that an adjuster can come out, pick the exact material, get the exact price every single time. And that's why contractors come in, and it's just filing a supplement. And you've been through it many times with things. Maybe talk about that with the different types of materials out there, the different costs. Sure. It's impossible to get that, hit the nail right on the head the very first time.
Well, the two goals when we come into any type of, any type of a loss, number one, to, relieve the stress from the homeowner. And then, number two, to, work as a team with the insurance company, again, to get back to that pre-loss condition. But, the Exact May program it's a starting point. There's low entry materials to mid-grade, to more of your custom home type materials. But the program, is really in line for a starting point. And when we source out specific materials that are on the job and we get those actual costs, in hand, then we can have conversations with the homeowners and the insurance company directly saying, this is what it actually costs for these materials. And again, when choosing a contractor, you don't want a contractor that, is hot-headed, that, over-promises. You want a contractor that, can come in and really just take control of the situation, work as a team, with the homeowner and with the insurance company, to get on the same page and kind of take that ease and that stress off the homeowner, of let us work with the insurance company, keep you in the loop with good communication, and get you back to that pre-loss condition. Really, as far as just getting updates is about the only headache, and having contractors in and out of the house, is the only headache that they should really have to deal with.
That's very true, and nobody likes to go through these hailstorms. I mean, it's a pain. I mean, our workload's like quadrupled. Your workload's gotten, I don't know how much more, but I mean, and then the homeowner has to deal with these subs coming in, and nails on there everywhere, and the construction. It's not a good situation, and anything that we can do to make that go smooth is the big piece on this thing.
Well, and working with a general contractor, if there is a warranty issue or some type of installation issue, you don't have to track down 3 or 4 different subcontractors to, hey, who did this work? You call up one general contractor, and at the end of the day, they provide the warranty. They're liable for the craftsmanship. You should be able to call up that contractor and let the contractor go track down the subcontractor, and hopefully it be chosen a local contractor that's going to be here for some time to come in the future, and let that general contractor coordinate the warranty issue, or a better cleanup, or whatever it might be that isn't up to satisfaction.
Yeah, and I mean, everything, as much as we'd love to have the adjuster come out, give you the exact amount right away, the contractor come in, and there not be any issues ever on the whole thing. I mean, that's a perfect world that we just know it doesn't exist on things. But we want to make it as easy as possible. Now, one other subject I want to kind of touch on is going to be materials that are not available anymore. I remember my very first claim store in 2010. It was a color lock siding. It was a huge piece, and what typically happens is they'll send a sample off to a company called ITEL, look for it in the country. If it's not available, then the insurance company, we're on the hook for paying for all new windows, all new siding, whatever it might be. Everything in your house has to match. And I know that from our standpoint, we just need to work with a contractor because we don't know that the material is not available anymore. Right. And then you guys step in and just give a bid and say, this is what we need to do.
Right. Yeah, so we can pull a material such as a window, carpet sample, a siding sample that, being as we have the experience in the industry, we've got a pretty good idea what's available and what's not available. If we think something's not available, instead of waiting until crunch time to, hey, where's my siding at? We need to get this on the wall. We're pretty much, let's find a piece of that material in an inconspicuous area. Let's pull it. Let's get it over to the insurance company. The insurance company from there would send it to ITEL. ITEL would try to source it. If it comes back, hey, this material is not available. Well, now we've got a budget number, and we can talk to you about the next best material that's available. Something comparable. If you want to make an upgrade, well, here we know what your budget number is. That that the insurance company will allow for replacement. If you want to make an upgrade, then here's the difference that you'd have to pay out of pocket for that upgrade, and then we can get the claim moving forward.
And that's something I tell everybody that I talk to is great time to upgrade because the labor's being taken care of. The majority of the materials are being taken care of. Upgrade, try to get something that maybe is a little bit more hail resistant on things so that next time this does happen, it's unfortunately in our area, it's not a is this going to happen? It's a when is this going to happen again? So just upgrading your house, getting something nice around there, it's going to have the value on your house too. I mean, it's just it's a little bit of a win-win all the way around.
Well, another important factor, if you do make an upgrade with a specific building material, make sure you let your insurance company know. If you're upgrading siding or carpet, let the insurance agent know. That way they can document it if they need to, change the overall coverage on your policy to make sure that you're covered for that, upgraded material. That's important. Plus, if there is another loss, in the future, you kind of did your due diligence about, letting them know up front, and it'll make that next claim, knock on wood, it doesn't happen again, but go smoother.
Yeah, and some of the materials do offer discounts too. So I mean, that's a big one to really talk about on things. So if you go to like an impact-resistant roof, or even if people go to metal roofs or things like that, we at Allstate, anyways, we offer a bunch of discounts in there. So there's just some win-win all the way around. around. So I hope you guys are picking up that we get to work together and take you guys out, the homeowner out, and we can make things go really, really smooth on things. So lots of great information in here. Anything else that you'd like to add?
I'll just say, one more thing. We get a lot of, outside, contractors coming into our area, and it's important that we protect our community and that we work with contractors that are, that are in the community. They're giving back to the community. They're spending their money in the community, and we want people to understand that, a lot of hail damage is cosmetic damage. And, having contractors that will come in and say, hey, we can get you a new roof in 2 weeks, and we can get you back to pre-loss condition, in a short period of time. Well, that's all great, because that's the goal, is that pre-loss condition, and we like that to happen sooner than later. But what people need to understand is it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. Your hail damage on your roof, unless you've got water intrusion or something that needs to be addressed. A shingle is best installed, come this spring, when it's got all summer long in the heat to bake and to seal, instead of rushing on a shingle this time of the year where you're coming into winter and that shingle doesn't seal correctly, and you could get ice damming, you could get shingles that crack, and then then you've got a warranty issue come this spring anyway. So it's important to get your windows in. It's important to get the interior of your home start put back together. That way you can enjoy your interior space and kind of get back to the habitable space. And then come this spring, siding can be worked on through the winter. If you've got a metal roof, that can be worked on through the winter. But you don't have to get in a huge hurry just to find a contractor that can come in tomorrow and put this thing back together. The good local contractors, they're going to have a heavy workload right now, and it's important to take your time and choose wisely. Everybody should be working in about the same price point. Some are going to be a little bit more expensive, but choosing local, choosing a company that's going to be around to perform. Knock on wood, you don't have warranty work, but that they're there to take care of you.
That's huge. And one of the things that I always try to talk to people about is your roof's not going to leak just from a hailstorm. There might be some things that you have to kind of take care of, but where the big damage is 10, 15 years later, your roof's just going to weather different. It's not going to last as long. So it's not huge to get it done tomorrow, but it's more important to get somebody reputable, get somebody local that's going to be here to take care of things. So,
absolutely.
All right. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Well, I appreciate you coming by. I think this is going to be huge for our clients and everybody out there, and hopefully we can get this out to a whole bunch of other people that can see this, and hopefully this is a huge help in going through this whole claims process. So thank you very much.
Thank you.